water, earth, fire, air. Long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
When we think about the Fire Nation, what comes to mind is this.
And
That one kind of felt hot.
don't patronize me. You know what it's supposed to look like.
Sorry, Sifu Hotman.
And stop calling me that.
This.
I'll show you lightning!
And this.
I have all the power in the world!
In a nation full of people crazy about honor and power, there's this guy. Among everyone, the guy is the chillest and someone you'd want to be friends with.
Today, we will be talking about the iconic firebending duo we all know and love, Iroh and Zuko. The dynamic between the two has undeniably been attention-grabbing throughout the show because of their contrasting personalities and attitudes.
Pause on you.
Stop it, Uncle! I have to do this!
I'm begging you, Prince Zuko. It's time for you to look inward and begin asking yourself the big questions. Who are you? And what do you want?
Watching the show, you would know that Uncle Iroh has a great understanding of himself and thus a great control over himself. Hence, he could do a skill that no other firebenders can do, which is lightning redirect. Whereas Zuko, for the most part, had an inner conflict, which by the way made him lose his power for a while, since his source of power has always been his anger and his drive for honor. A common understanding of firebending is that it's primarily used for destruction or combat, and it's sourced from a user's anger and rage. Uncle Iroh, on the other hand, draws his power from his inner peace, his spirituality, which is the most profound and unshakable source of strength there is.
Emotions are a natural component of a human being. Aside from one's mental state, it also affects one's physical state. When not handled properly, our emotions can harm us both mentally and physically. Being able to handle and understand one's own emotions is called emotional intelligence. Being emotionally intelligent can help improve your general mood. People in tune with their emotions are often calm, level-headed, and patient, while those who aren't are impulsive, irritable, and moody.
What are you doing?
I'm mugging you!
With that stance?
What? What are you talking about? Just give me your money, old man!
With a poor stance, you are unbalanced and you can be easily knocked over. You must let go of your feelings of shame if you want your anger to go away.
But I don't feel any shame at all. I'm as proud as ever.
Prince Zuko, pride is not the opposite of shame, but its source. True humility is the only antidote to shame.
Today, we will explore 3 different instances where Iroh and Zuko exhibit the characteristics of the two extremes of emotional intelligence.
In the animated series Avatar: The Last Airbender, Iroh and Zuko are introduced as a pair of contrasting personalities. In their first scene, Zuko notices a giant beam of light and immediately concludes that it is the Avatar, quickly informing his uncle. Iroh, however, is rather skeptical about the event, recalling previous occurrences in which Zuko's instincts proved to be wrong and offers him tea to calm his mind. Zuko, irritated and aggressive, rejects his uncle's offer and orders his men to head towards the beam of light in hopes of finding his target. The scene introduces Zuko as a quick-tempered, irritable teenager who has a single goal in mind, while Iroh is presented as a calm and rational uncle who wants to keep his nephew from being consumed by his desires.
As the series progresses, it is revealed that Zuko is a banished prince who was punished by his father after speaking against one of his generals. His punishment was being forced to fight his own father, a task he couldn't accomplish, instead begging for mercy, leading to eventual banishment. In hopes of regaining his father's love, his honor, he set out on a journey to find and capture the Avatar. This led to Zuko channeling all of his guilt and frustration onto a single goal, letting his temper get the best during crucial situations and even risking his own life. It shows that he has a noticeable lack for self-care and skips steps 2 to 5 of Hugh's and Terrell's sequence of emotional awareness.
Throughout most of the series, Uncle Iroh is shown to be helpful and giving towards other people, most notably Zuko. Whenever he meets with members of Team Avatar and Aang himself, he always gives helpful advice that they may need during that episode. He imparts most of his wisdom to Zuko, seemingly always to keep him in check. In one of the episodes, Iroh is shown to offer his kindness while strolling around the city. He entertains a child, disciplines a group of young troublemakers, and even sets a mugger's life straight. As the sun sets, he settles down next to a tree which is revealed to be a shrine he has put up for his fallen son, celebrating said son's birthday. In a single sentence, it was implied that he felt responsible for his son's death, which caused him to become a kinder and gentler person. Like Zuko, Iroh experienced guilt and frustration because of these kinds of events. However, unlike Zuko, it is evident that Iroh went through all 7 steps of emotional awareness, reflecting on his own actions, feelings, and mistakes, leading to a positive change in his character. Now that we see the importance of emotional intelligence in everyday life and challenges through Uncle Iroh, and maybe we even see that there are times when we act like Zuko, we should challenge ourselves to see the world and life through the eyes of Uncle Iroh. Like him, we should approach situations with empathy, calmness, and objectivity. Perhaps with these, we can be one step closer towards a happier and a more peaceful life.